Hello everyone, I'm Nightingale.ai. I'm co-founder and CEO of Nightingale.ai. As a PhD candidate in biomedical engineering at Toronto Rehab Institute, I study how technology could improve physical function assessments. And our vision is to keep people physically function as long as possible. And being able to walk or safely sitting down, getting up from a chair is pretty essential to our life. Unfortunately, people experience injuries and aging that can impact physical function and decrease quality of life. Current standard practice involves physiotherapists assessing our physical function using standard tests where patients move their limbs or perform basic actions like raising arms or standing on mat. The results are memorized by the physiotherapist and later put on paper file. On the next appointment, another physiotherapist must refer to the paper file to identify decline and reassess to find why there's a change. And this can be a time-consuming and subjective process. And we think this process can be more efficient, and physiotherapists actually agrees. And a peer-reviewed study that interviewed nearly 400 physiotherapists found that they want to improve their assessment tools to be more efficient. They just have no time and resources to improve it. And therefore, we have made a mobile application called Nightingale that revolutionized physical function assessments by automating the assessment process and documentation in 3 easy steps. So physiotherapists just need to select the task they want to do and hit start to record the patient performing the task. And that's it. The recorded data will be automatically analyzed by our AI software, and the results will be available in 90 seconds with video breakdowns, with video recordings that can be replayed and rewatched to pinpoint problem and moments of high risk. And we're targeting at the aging population right now. So Nightingale offers most commonly used standardized assessments, such as time up to go and sit to stand. We use our patent-pending computer vision and machine learning technology to perform real-time pose and patient tracking. The results are automatically charted and compared with historical data with annotated video breakdowns for physiotherapists to find where exactly the problem is. We're targeting at the healthcare institutions like hospitals or expanded care facilities, and Nightingale can help them save 10 to 20 minutes per patient on documentation with greater accuracy to improve quality of care. And the time saving can also be used to enable physiotherapists to see more patients to increase their revenues. And we're using a subscription-based model that is adaptive to the size of the team and the number of assessments being conducted. And we're not just stopping here. On top of that, part of the growth plan in the future is to add new assessment and features for in-app purchases. And these new features will also enable us to expand our customer segments into different areas such as sport medicine, training and education, insurance companies, and other industry customers. And we have been engaging with multiple healthcare institutions across healthcare settings in both Canada and China. And right now we're working with Santa Cruz Hospital and the Yilong Long-Term Care Center to start a pilot. And where we really stand out is that we have clear advantages over our competitors. First, we utilize the most common mobile device, such as smartphone or tablet, with no extra hardware required, and therefore highly portable. Secondly, we provide physiotherapists with video recordings as evidences, and automatically generate printable report with the video evidence. We're a team who we met at the U of T, IBM, and UHN. Behind our co-founders, we also have support from advisors who are leaders in this field, such as Dr. Alex Michaelis, who is the professor of occupational therapy at U of T, and also the scientific director of Canada's largest technology and aging network, AgeWell. And one of our other advisor, Michael, is actually helping us connect with the regular sources in China. And we'll continue working with our business and law partners to complement our team. And we won the runner-up prize at a national competition for technology and aging back in 2018. Then we incorporated our company and then filed first US provincial patent in 2019. Currently, we're working with our partners to test a beta version in clinical trials, And once validated by the clinical trial, we'll then start our first round of fundraising to expand our team and fully execute our patent strategy. And we aim at converting our partners to our first batch of users by the end of this year. And winning this competition will allow us to improve our technology, complete clinical trials, and position at the seed round funding. Nightingale provides efficient and improved physical function assessments. Thank you very much.
Question around the go-to-market strategy. So once patents in place, tech developed, you're ready to scale on the sales side. How do you foresee going about doing that?
So right now we're currently working with partners in healthcare settings like Sunbrook and eHome in Toronto. We're also in contact with multiple healthcare settings, healthcare institutions in China as well, simultaneously. So we have identified several key partners in the healthcare industry and who will introduce us to their extensive network. For example, one of the key partners we have in China, Fudan University Affiliate Hospital, they're leading a project in this field, and they have more than 100 hospitals in their network. So we're looking at expand our opportunities from there.
Thank you.
Technology itself, just having seen quite some companies in this field, and I think we probably have met at MIT as well a few years ago. And then the technology itself is it's not rocket science, right? And then in terms of go-to-market, then a lot of these relationship-based go-to-market, that's also where some other teams, they're also trying to kind of penetrate different parts of the market based on their own network. Can you talk more about strategically, how do you build up that barrier to entry once you gain some traction, and with these clinical trials, where the true barrier is?
True barrier of adopting the technology?
Go-to-market and scaling and making this, let's say $1 billion company.
I guess, so to compete with other similar companies, we'll first consolidate our relationship with partners, and also the speed is pretty key for us to get ahead of other competitors. And in this field, we think we didn't see exactly the same company that used computer vision to have physical function assessments. And that's why I think we have some advantages over our competitors.
Is there any kind of advantage of network effect once you get into, hundreds and thousands of hospitals or community senior care centers? Then have you started thinking about anything around that? Once you aggregate the data, any interesting insights that you can gain out of the population health?
I guess we are also connecting with the China distributors in China as well, and who has access to this market more broadly than us, and they have experience selling products like this to the Chinese market as well. So we will work with them as well. And then that's also the reason why we're here to win money and then raise some funds to expand our marketing and sales team to help us do this.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.